But that all being said, when it comes to making movies, you know who else is making another movie? Is Quentin Tarantino. Quentin Tarantino is working on his final movie, and it's been announced. So, this comes to us from The Hollywood Reporter. The Movie Critic is the name of the script that Tarantino wrote and is prepping to direct this fall, according to sources. Logline details are being kept in a suitcase, but sources describe the story as being set in late 1970s Los Angeles, with a female lead at its center. It is possible the story focuses on Pauline Kael, one of the most influential movie critics of all time. Kael, who died in 2001, was not just a critic, but also an essayist and novelist. She was known for her pugnacious fights with editors as well as filmmakers. In the late 1970s, Kael had a very brief tenure working as a consultant for Paramount, a position she accepted at the behest of actor Warren Beatty. The timing of that Paramount job seems to coincide with the setting of the script, and the filmmaker is known to have a deep respect for Kael, making the odds of her being the subject of the film more likely. Listen, man, I just know Quentin Tarantino is a lover of movies. The man is a student of filmography. Is that the word I'm looking for?
Film. He's a student of film.
He's a student of film. Filmography. That's what I was trying to say. Filmography. What am I talking about?
That does not apply. He's a student of film.
He's a student of film. The man is, in my opinion, he is a film genius. And I think whatever he's going to work on, I'm always going to be in for that. I hope he doesn't do this as a film that's going to mock movie critics, and that's what the movie's going to be about, because I think that would be a kind of a crummy way to go out. I would hope that this movie is something that uplifts movie critics and says, hey, listen, we need everybody in this industry to be in this, to make this all happen and work. So, the more we all love and respect each other, the better. That would be a great message. However, this is a Quentin Tarantino movie, so I'm expecting there to be some crazy twist ending with crazy action where somebody kills somebody else,
I'm curious. The breakdown of the plot, it doesn't sound like a Quentin Tarantino film. I'm very curious how this story will be realized under the direction of Quentin Tarantino. So, nothing about this screams like, oh yeah, there could be a lot of violence and crazy stuff, in this. But I'm curious. I'm not familiar with the story of Pauline Kael, so I might have to brush up on that. But it is about the film industry, which, like you said, Quentin Tarantino is he's a student of film. He knows his history, and he appreciates the history of film. He's a film nerd. I mean, he just in all sense of the word.
Yeah.
And so, I wonder what the angle is as far as telling this story and how he's going to tell it.
Raul,
how much of his, staple, kind of Quentin Tarantino, gratuitous kind of action and violence are we going to see?
Well, because we've seen 9 of his movies already, technically 8, I suppose, because Kill Bill 1 and 2, he says it's supposed to be one movie together. I don't know. That's a technical thing. It's to be expected that there's going to be something crazy in his last movie, because, I mean, that's most of his stuff, But also, he makes movies that he loves. He doesn't care about what other people think. He doesn't care if people have a problem with all his bloody, gory, violent stuff, because it's the stuff that cheers him up and makes him love going to the movies. But my question is, Raul, do you think... Oh, wait, what was my question? Hold on a second. Hold on a second. Oh, no, I'm blanking out. Oh, no, here it is.
Moving on to our next topic.
Pokemon. No, I'm just kidding. Soren, my question is for you. Oh, man, no, I just blanked out again. Hold on a second. Oh, my God, this is terrible.
You're allowed to brain fart because I brain fart all the time, so you're allowed one.
Okay, here's my question. Raul.
What's your question?
Do you think Quentin Tarantino is done filming things, period, after this 10th movie, or do you think he's going to do television?
He has always... Oh, that's an interesting question you bring up, because I was going to say, he has always said he's doing 10 films and he's done. That's it. He's going to do 10 and that's it. And he's been very vocal about that and really stuck to his guns about that. And so he's gone on record. This is his final film.
Is it?
But you mentioned that film. It's his final film.
Right.
So now you bring up this interesting question about could he jump to TV? I wonder, because I don't know. He's always been very vocal and adamant about he's doing 10 and that's it. But the guy's a storyteller. He's got ideas, and something tells me that you don't make this film and then just stop having ideas. He's the kind of person that he'll get ideas and he'll roll with them. He'll run with them. So I don't know. I just feel like that kind of thing creatively, that just never ends. For creators, you just keep creating and you can't stop thinking of things to create. And I wonder if this will indeed be his final film. Now, you bring up TV. So in a way, he could still stick to his guns and be like, and actually, put his money where his mouth is. And this very well could be his final film. But he could, if he wanted to tell more stories, there's no reason why he couldn't show run a TV series or something.
Well, this is a pretty good segue into this part of Quentin Tarantino's career because I don't know if anybody watches Tom Segura's Two Bears, One Cave podcast, but Tom Segura was interviewing Quentin Tarantino a couple of months back, and he was asking him, like, hey, so what's up with TV? Are you going to do any TV stuff? And Quentin Tarantino brought up the fact that he's written a 10-episode miniseries. And
there you go.
He mentioned it. He didn't say that it's officially greenlit and he's going to work on it, but he's like, yeah, I already wrote it. It's just sitting there and I just got to pass it around and see what happens. I'm sure he's not going to do that until he's done with this final movie, but it's something in the air that kind of gives us an idea that, yeah, television could 100% be a route that he takes, But yeah, I think the other thing you mentioned, like, there's no way he can just sit around and be like, I'm retired now, I'm done. There's no way. Come on. Look at Steven Spielberg. Steven Spielberg's in his 70s or 80s now, and the man is still making movies, and he's still got more to make. So you're telling me Quentin Tarantino, man, I believe he's in his late 60s, early 70s. He is not gonna make any more movies after this? There's no way. No way.
Yeah, like you said, even if he did jump over and did TV, I don't know. I still don't believe that this man's not going to make another movie again after this. I don't know. We'll see, but I just feel like that shit just doesn't leave you. I mean, we saw what happened with John Williams. He retired and then he unretired. You know what I mean? Because he needs that creative itch to be scratched, and I feel like especially someone like Quentin Tarantino, who's so passionate about films specifically, not TV, but films. I think we're going to get more Tarantino films. Maybe not for a long time. He might take a break and just do TV for a number of years, but I think he'll eventually go back to doing more films.
And you
just can't take it out of him.
And I'll leave it with this one last thing, which is the first thought in my head of a TV series he should work on is a third Kill Bill project. It's a TV series that's supposed to be Kill Bill 3. Continuing that story when the main character, she kills one of her enemies who had a daughter, and she was like, hey, if you ever want to kill me, get older, get stronger, and come back and find me, and I'll be waiting for you. That would be an incredible story to see that little girl grow up and become this grown adult who's like an assassin and tries to find her, our main character from Kill Bill, and kill her. It'll be called Kill Her, not Kill Bill.
The Bride.
Kill the Bride.
It's
the final story of Kill Bill. And I think that'd be a really great punch in the face as like, hey, I'm back, but with TV this time. I'm Quentin Tarantino. That's my Quentin Tarantino impression.
Very spot on Tarantino.
Oh, thank you very much. Yeah. The way he laughs, have you heard that before?
Are you doing the Crypt Keeper? What is
yes,
that?
Pretty much. I love you, Quentin Tarantino. But no, so I think it'll be interesting to see a Quentin Tarantino, what he's got up in store. But